Okay, right now we're talking about Vanisher Horizon Scraper, the new album from Quadeca. And I gotta be honest, it is incredible. It's really amazing. It's a work of art. This is an artistic expression like like few other records we've heard in 2025. And for those unfamiliar with Quadeca, since he started releasing albums after his like little mixtape era. He's always been on the more experimental side of hip hop, the more like left field leaning side. But his first couple records have a lot more in common with hip hop than Vanisher or last year's Scrapyard, which you know was also really incredible. That was one of my favorite records of last year. And on Vanisher, uh, that record to me feels like it has much more in common with like a neoclassical record, maybe something by like Johan Johansson, or a record that I think it sounds a lot like, even though it's not hip hop at all, is The Age of Odds by Sufjan Stevens. And oh my gosh, the whole record is just full of these layers of orchestra stuff. There's all these. It's just such like a dense wall of music that, like I said, super layered, like an onion or maybe your favorite ogre. I have some notes down here. Godstained was a single. It was released before the record, and it incorporates some bossa nova in there, but then it kind of goes off on its own, and it becomes this like really incredible track. And there's uh, there's this there's this line at the end of it where he's kind of talking to somebody about like, oh, you thought you knew me, well, you didn't really know me, because here's all these things you didn't know. And I love that. I love that he's kind of pulling back the curtain, like, oh, you thought you knew me? No, you actually didn't know me at all. I love that. Then further on, That's Why, which beautiful track, really really beautiful track. But then to just kind of listening to it, kind of after hearing it several times, I think what this track is kind of like getting across. I think what Quadeca is trying to say here is that like um you know evolving as an artist, evolving your artistry, evolving your style, your sound, just kind of evolving as a human is really cool.